the throttles choke. Fast and fierce, racing souls, tearing through the endless cold. Twisting metal, thunder growls, screams of tires, dirt that scowls. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern Pride racing hours here. Feel the fire, shift the gear. Every lap a rebel's dream. Gasoline, hearts and the scream. Dave and Dean crown the track. Each corner fight, ain't turning back. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern Pride racing hours here. Feel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed. Southern Pride, racing breed. Southern Pride, racing hours here. Feel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed. Southern Pride, racing breed. Hearts alive, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern Pride, racing hours here. Fuel the fire, shift the gear. Smoke on the mic, a fiery cast. Robert and Dave, they bring the blast. Deep fried truths, jokes that sting. Southern Pride chaos, hear them sing. Voices loud, cutting like steel. Fast as the wind, their words reveal. Cracking stories, danger and foes. In the land of grits and rock and roll. Voices loud, cutting like steel. Fast as the wind, their words reveal. Cracking stories, danger and foes. In the land of grits and rock and roll. Southern Pride, take a ride. Lightning in veins, nowhere to hide. Robert and Dave, they'll electrify. With the fury of a podcast high. Barrels of laughs and razor sharp bites. Burning like sun on Dixie nights. Sizzling banter, scorching their foes. The bright storm rises and it grows. Thunder crashes, hearts go wild. Dancing in hypnotized, beguiled. The bite of truth, the flame of snark. Lighting up the southern dark. Southern Pride, take a ride. Lightning in veins, nowhere to hide. Robert and Dave, they'll electrify. With the fury of a podcast high.
We're trying technical difficulties,
Yeah.
but we are here. And we're still having some technical difficulties. So if you are on Rumble and you're trying to come in the studio, it is not up. And I don't know why. that you wouldn't know that. But if you had came in the other side, so we usually run 2 channels.
That's live TV for you.
That's live. That's right. That is absolutely what it is, and it always happens right before you go live. We've had a little issues with Rumble Studio here last week or so. It's just one of those things. It's glitchy. Sometimes we love the platform. Just being honest, just a little glitchy.
That's right.
Welcome to Southern Fried Racing Hour. We got lots to catch up on. I'm Dave.
I'm Dean.
And we are, James can't be with us now. I think he's working.
Yeah, he is.
So, but we did have a great sports show with him, and Dean was working.
Yeah.
So,
I was working at home.
Working at home. So we will, we'll get back together, all back together soon. Don't forget, we usually rotate those between Tuesdays and Thursdays and sometimes Friday. So, but it always, unless we change it, will be at 6 p.m.
That's right.
Eastern Standard Time. And it was a great race weekend. It's going to be a great race weekend this weekend. Last weekend was pretty amazing.
Right, it was.
And we're going to talk about that. The only thing I didn't update was the power rankings. I didn't have them ready when I put the list together. I don't think it would have changed too awful much.
It was.
Even though that was a weird race.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, we'll talk about it. It was really. There's lots to talk about
right.
the Mexico race.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that in just a minute. And then right now, I believe the trucks are circling the track at Pocono.
Right. Yes.
And Miss Jenneth sent me. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see the delay that happened at Pocono?
No.
They had a fox get on the track, and they were trying to get him out. He ran in behind one of the barriers, but sure enough, there's a video. I didn't have time to get it up.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, it just happened a little while ago. There was a delay at Pocono in the truck race because of the fox.
Ah.
I said he's a Yankee fox.
Yeah, that's NASCAR.
Yeah, fox down here would know better than that. What's wrong with a Yankee fox?
No, Fox. No, Fox is our NASCAR. Fox Network.
Yeah, he's probably trying to mess with the deal, but a fox. Thank you, all of you who are coming in on the Instagram side. We see you. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to drop in the chat, Instagram is a little bit different. I will see it. I will pull it from the Instagram side. It does not automatically come into StreamYard or Rumble or anything else. So that I've been able to find. I'm still working with some of these. We kind of pieced together about 12 or 13 different streams. So we try to get as many of those that we can see the chat up. If not, we do want to encourage you. 2 things we want to kick off. Well, actually 3 before we get into the program. Number 1, we do a lot on Rumble, even though it's glitchy sometimes. If you don't have a Rumble app, what are you waiting on? Get one. They're very protective of free speech, and we love what they offer. They're making changes all the time. They're very reasonable. You don't have to pay anything to get the app, but if you go premium and you do that during our program, it helps us as well. And we are part of their content creator program, and it helps things here for us to just produce more and more programming. Number 2 is we are sponsored by Patriot Mobile, Mammoth Nation, W Energy, and Podbean, which is an MP3 online radio top app. So all of those 3. Specifically, I want to mention about Patriot Mobile. There'll be new videos dropping maybe tonight. I just got these in the email. They really, through the month of June, they're putting emphasis on different things, or emphasizing. And one they're emphasizing right now is life. They're a pro-life business based in Texas. And if you use our promo code Cornbread, you're going to get a month free. You're dealing with a company whose all their customer service is America-based. It's not farmed out to some foreign country. It's all right here. They're Christians. They're America first. And we love being partners with them. So make the switch today to Patriot Mobile. Number 3, 3 or 4 where I'm at. I'm an old man, so I forget. I think I was up to 3. If you would like, we just sent our first newsletter out. In fact, I've got to ask Dean if I've got his email in there. I don't know if he got it today. Our first newsletter just came out. We're going to send those once a week. We won't overload your email, but it will have insights that you might not see. You'll get to see things before they're seen online. And also we'll give you programming schedule and different kinds of things in there. All you got to do to get that sent to you, and hello, how you doing? Thanks for coming in on the YouTube side. All you got to do is send an email to our email, because we obviously wouldn't know yours, and just give us permission to do that. We use MailChimp, and so you would expect that from the Southern Fried Cornbread Nation to do that. And I'm going to pull up one of our banners so you can see that. It's Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. Let me get the right banner up here real quick. There's the sports one. That would work. But let's get the racing one. And there we are right there. So within that, there is our email, Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. All you got to do is send us the email. We'll put it in there. Our guarantee to you is we will not overload your email. I don't like it when people do that and they send you 10 a day or something. We're never going to do that. We will say what we've got to say, and unless it's a special announcement, you're going to get one email a week. We've already sent the one for this week, so starting Monday, we won't send those on Sunday usually, but on Monday or Tuesday will be the day that we send those out, and we're just not going to do you that way. So email us if you'd like to get the newsletter, and I'll be taking care of that. Rob will have input. Dean will have a spot in it. James will have a spot in it. Right now, we've kept it kind of short. It will expand a little bit, but it's not going to be so long that it takes you days to read it. We're going to hit you with the information we want to hit you with, give you the stuff. We might throw trivia in there. We might throw some contests as we get down the road, and the racing hour will be a big part of that. So we'd love to. You're going to street race tonight. All right. I love that. What area of the country? You don't have to tell us where you're doing street racing. I don't know if you're talking
illegal.
Well, it's like racing is, rubbing is racing.
That's right.
It's only illegal if you get caught. That's what they say in basketball. Or any
That's
sport.
Right. That's right.
South Carolina, cool. Illegal. Okay.
Oh,
hammer down, baby. Tell us what kind of car you got. Well, we don't want you tagged.
No.
Just tell us what kind of car you're kicking out there. How you be safe too, by the way. That's what I like to hear. Well, we're all about racing here.
That's right.
We're not encouraged to do anything illegal.
No.
Lawyers are standing by. But hey, we don't even know who you are, where you're going, or anything like that. So
have fun.
M4, BMW, rocket. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I'm assuming this is for money, or is it just for the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat?
Uh-huh.
Upgraded turbos. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Hey, I would love for you to send us a video, man. You don't have to put anything in there that would pinpoint where you are or your tag or anything, but I would, just for fun. Good. I would love to have a little video of your race.
I would.
That would be cool. If you could do that, where it would be Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. Don't make it too long, because then you can't email it. You don't have to worry about a file transfer. Just give us a little clip, like a minute and a half, something like that. That a minute should go through, and that's plenty big enough. Thank you. He's going to send us one. I love it. And if I have time in the show, I'll pull it up and we'll throw it on the air.
Yeah.
If not, next show.
That's right.
I promise you, by next show.
It ain't cheating if you don't get caught. It ain't cheating.
Yeah. Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. There you are, folks. I love that. Racing is racing. We don't just talk NASCAR. We've been talking a little drag racing, and now we're talking street racing.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything beyond that.
We don't want to know who you are.
We don't know anything. We're gonna be totally ignorant about this thing.
Yeah, we are.
But hammer down and be safe.
Have fun.
Have fun. Yeah. You know what? Back in the day, I've been with guys that have done cars, motorcycles,
right?
You name it. Street racing. I used to know some guys in Atlanta. This is decades ago. They would take. This is crazy. They would take motorcycles, and they would get to 80 miles an hour, and you hit the mile marker, whatever.
Uh-huh.
They would do this late at night, and this was for money, though, I think. But they would hit a mile marker, and then you hammered from that mile marker to the next one. That's how you won. You have to be side by side at 80 miles an hour, which tells you what kind of speeds they were hitting. And for the next mile, it was on.
Yeah.
I work with someone whose husband is races drag races in the general area around here. And the last 2 weekends, if I remember right, he won. He got a nice looking car. I'm gonna ask her permission to get his up on the show. I'd like to show that, and hopefully maybe even interview him. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, it would.
And I'm still not sure what happened to Rumble Studio, but we're still on Rumble. We're at the Southern Fried Podcast on Rumble side, so you're still welcome to go there. We run dual channels. So thanks for that. You start at 60. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's the length? Is it mile markers or what is your length? And how fast generally are you traveling when you hit that next point, the winning point?
Where that's where NASCAR come from.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey, you know where it all came from? Really,
Moonshine.
honestly, where I think it came from.
Moonshine running.
That's it. They were running the moonshine. If you go back and you watch the movie Thunder Road.
Yes.
Thunder Road shows you all of that.
Yeah, it does.
But the modification of the cars, outrunning police.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to stay away from the revenuers and all that. And they were on they were coming off mountains and stuff. They were on mountain boys.
Yeah.
And they were coming off of mountains and running them dirt roads. My neighbor, he's been gone a long time now. His daddy was a moonshiner, and he used to race all the way to, or not race, but he drove really fast from here to Chicago and was trying to stay away from, obviously, the police as he was running stuff up there to those Chicago bars. All right. I don't see it just yet. It might take it just a minute to come in, but I will keep an eye on it. Thank you so much. And when it does, I will try to download it and upload it. And we'll get that up, man. That's cool. Absolutely. Thank you for doing that. And
you talk about moonshine running. Look at Junior Johnson. They got arrested for moonshine. They're the only NASCAR driver that ever got arrested.
Well, you know Junior Johnson, all them back in the day. That's what they were doing. I mean,
yeah, it was.
They go way back. We know. We're not dumb.
No, we ain't.
We know the story.
Yeah, we do.
But that's cool. And as soon as that pops in, Yahoo might be a little funny about, it takes a minute for that to get into the email, but I promise you we'll get it up. Speaking of videos, the ones we do have, let's talk about the race in Mexico. We're going to pull up about 4 videos. They're really quick. They won't be long. And we'll try to end with one that's very interesting. I don't have these in any particular order, but SVG.
Yeah.
He tore up.
Yeah, he did.
Nobody had anything for him.
No, they didn't.
Nobody.
No, they didn't.
Sick as a dog.
Yes.
And he walked the dog on every one of them.
Yeah, he did.
Here we go.
I like that.
That's funny. Oh my goodness.
number 88 Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. Yeah, so I started racing on quad bikes in New Zealand. I was 8 years old, and the first race was really muddy. I remember getting a bad start and being in the pack, and I got so muddy I couldn't see. I ripped my goggles off and threw them away, and my dad got really angry and made me go and find them.
Ricky Stenhouse and host for getting in it today. Let's see what happens here post-race. Ricky upset. Ricky's had enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They weren't happy. Absolutely was not happy. And that is that's going to boil over.
Tempers are flaring now.
We said when the weather heated up, it would there would be some fights, and we're getting that way. He says the first one to 130 miles an hour, 150 usually.
Oh, mama.
Wow. There you go. That's cool.
Rocket.
That's cool. Let me check my email real fast, and we'll see if it came in. And if it did, I don't see it yet, but it takes a minute. Again, like I said, these videos, it takes them a little while to get through the email, but we'll get it up there. I'll try to get it up for the end of the show. So very cool. Mexico, lots of thoughts.
It was a great race.
It was a great race. Suarez got Saturday.
Yes.
The big hero coming home. They loved him down there.
Yeah, they do.
It was a pretty good looking racetrack. It was kind of odd. That little stadium part where they have to really slow down, kind of interesting. The fact that they raced in the rain, I got to say thumbs up.
Yeah, I do too. 2 thumbs up.
I didn't expect that.
I did.
I didn't know that they did that. I thought in the rain they always stop.
No.
I did not know that.
A road course, if it rains, they just keep it going.
So, and then the challenge was what tires and when do you put them on?
Right. There's a challenge part right there.
Yeah, and the way they called them the wet or the dry or whatever. There were some drivers that did well.
Yeah.
But nobody could match him.
No.
He was way ahead of him. In fact, his crew chief was trying to get him to slow down.
Yeah, yes.
And he got ticked off about it and said, I know what I'm doing. Basically, leave me alone.
Yeah.
No, he was in a groove and he didn't want to break up that groove.
That's right.
Restarts could always cause wrecks.
Oh, yeah.
And there were times he was not in the lead, but he quickly overcame that and would always get back to the lead very quickly. It was a pretty well-attended race. Not a sellout. There was some empty seats down some of the straightaways.
Yeah.
But the stadium part was pretty full.
It was.
They looked like they were having a good time and were cheering and really into it. It was very emotional for some of them.
Yeah.
I think some of them are glad they're not there because they didn't do good. And one of those that didn't do good was
Kyle Busch.
Yeah, man. Hey, we will promise we'll get that out. Come back and be with us on the next racing hour. And you be safe out there. You be safe out there. Give us a follow. You'll see the notifications.
Right.
We appreciate you. Take care, my friend.
Thank you for texting us.
Best wishes to you. Thanks for stopping by.
Right.
And we will show that video. But that was Kyle Busch.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom, but
Kyle Busch.
He can't do nothing.
That was horrible. What lap was that? 6 or something like
I think it was, yes.
Oh my goodness, he was out. Larson.
Oh God.
Another not backing it up.
Yeah.
I didn't hear much out of Byron all day.
No.
It really was different drivers.
Bowman showed up for a while.
Bowman did show up for a while.
Chase came up there, but he couldn't lead it.
Chase did well. He did well. And I'll tell you somebody that I was shocked that did well, and that was Chastain.
Yeah.
Chastain did. We're going to look at the finish here in just a second. There is some of these drivers I noticed today, Dean, who are not going to race the trucks this weekend. They're taking a break. Chastain, I think, was one of those. And maybe just because their bodies are tired or the lag, the jet lag. And they will run them again, but it's just a little too much.
But Carson Hartsbar's running.
He is running. And he better keep running fast because he's going to be in a fight here before long.
Yeah.
He said that in the car he couldn't even hear what he was saying, although there's no doubt he knew he was upset.
Right. But I heard what Ricky Stenhouse said. I'm not going to say what he said, but he kind of made the imply of getting me back to the States. I'm going to. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
There were some of them that were really glad to get out of Mexico.
Right.
And get back home. I wondered with SVG, was it just an illness or did he eat something he shouldn't have ate down in Mexico?
By the way, I read it was a stomach virus.
Because he was sick.
That's what I read.
And he said sick at both ends.
Yeah.
He just said like it was.
Right.
He was that sick.
Yeah.
And so he's a big guy, man. I imagine
He
they were
is.
afraid of dehydration during the race, but he looked really happy at the end.
Oh, he did.
Really, really happy. Those restarts on that first turn or two were crazy.
Yeah, it was.
When you got all them cars packed together, it's like bumper cars.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That's actually pretty cool. I'm actually a fan of that,
I am too.
which is strange. I don't like road courses. But I got to give them credit. This one and the one before, and what was that at Vegas or it wasn't Vegas? It was out west. I remember that. Anyway, Kansas City, wasn't it?
Yes.
Is that right? No, it ain't right.
No. Yeah. Yes, it was.
It was Kansas City.
Yes.
I was okay with that one. The changes. It was very competitive. I didn't get bored.
Not either.
Now I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of Pocono, but I do enjoy good racing. Maybe we'll get a good race this weekend, and we'll see. Dean, any thoughts before we pull up and look at standings and results?
Then we're talking about putting San Diego road course, San Diego road racing.
Okay.
They look at that. They're looking at Pennsylvania, putting the road course or the straight course at Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I read that today.
Yankees and Westerners. We'll just take the good ovals down here.
Right.
Super speedways, baby. One other thing I want to mention before we go to that, the PowerPoint, is I didn't know they could mount windshield wipers on that.
Yes, they do.
Is that already there, the attachment, or do they have to place that on there?
It's there. On those kind of cars,
That's like
on the road race cars, they attach them already.
it looked like they were racing through Germany or something. I'm like, check it out. I just never, because I'm not a fan of the road courses. I haven't watched them as intently, but for the show I am. It's generally one that I just don't like. I just don't care for the road courses. So I just did not know that. To see that windshield wiper there was funny.
Yeah, it was.
It was like, okay, this is strange to me. But anyway.
They go to one at Charlotte called the Charlotte Roval.
It's funny to me.
It's a road course and an oval.
All right. Well, there's the bad boys.
That's right.
They're not happy.
Nope.
And that's not the day of, but that is the two gentlemen who are
Right
into
now
it.
fighting.
And I suspect the next race, there's going to be a payback.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming.
I hope so.
It's coming. All right. Mexico results. Of course, Shane Van Gisbergen, SVG, they call him.
Right.
There was nobody close to him.
No, there wasn't.
He was something like, what was it, 17 seconds ahead or something?
Yes.
It stayed like 9 seconds after a couple, 3 laps. He was already like 9 seconds ahead, but he was stretching that out a little bit. I got to give Bell credit. He had a really good race. He's been consistent.
Right.
He's the silent guy.
Yeah, he is.
That is staying right there near the top, that could be in a position, who has wins, who could cause some problems for the leaders.
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell you, Larson is not showing me the consistency.
No.
Chase is not really quite put that all together yet for the wins he needs. Byron has been dominant, but there's a little wiggle room there for Bell. Bell is staying really consistent. Nice. Chase Elliott, great finish.
Right.
He's got to get wins, though.
He does.
Wins. He needs a win. SGV got his.
Right.
Chase needs a win.
Bowman does. Bowman needs a win.
Bowman needs a win. He's had some DNFs, but he did have a number 4 here. And then look at all the names we're not usually called.
I know it.
It's a whole gaggle of them. Michael McDowell, Nemechek, Briscoe, Custer. And then you have Byron, and Busher was really strong as well.
He was.
He faded a little bit towards the end.
Ty Gibbs come up there.
Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, got to give him credit.
Yeah.
The Dinger and Blaney, who he should have had a better race.
He should have.
He kind of mismanaged himself a little bit. Some of them actually, Dean, they just don't know how to race that
They
track.
don't. Well, nobody does. But Mexico was a race that nobody knew about.
Yeah. So some of them were choosing some really funny lines. I mean, really funny lines, and about got themselves in trouble.
Yeah.
And also got spun out sometimes, or just got themselves too fast into a corner and spun a little bit. So, and then they couldn't get turned back around.
Right.
Priest, Ross Chastain, 16th, Eric Jones, Cindric. There's Suarez. He did not have a great.
He didn't.
He had one time during the race where he was up near the front.
Yeah.
And then he faded. And of course, the fans were disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Reddick, big fall for him.
Jordan Logano.
Logano did not race well. Gittelin, I think he was one of those that spun out.
He was.
Truex was running for Hamlin,
Right,
who was
yes.
out due to baby.
Right.
I guess you say 23. He just didn't bomb out at least.
Right.
I'm sure they wanted a little bit more than that.
They
But
did.
then it was a road course, and he's not the usual driver.
Right.
You'll take a 23.
Right.
Hamlin's going to be okay. He's got wins.
Right.
Uh,
And he'll be back Sunday.
okay. Being back Sunday. Justin Haley, Keselowski, top 25. Barry just outside of it. Stenhouse Jr. Of course, he was not happy. Dillon and Hurst, and I don't know if I put the rest. I did. Gregson, Ware, Leggy. That's the lady, right?
Yes.
Catherine?
Yes.
I hope so with the name Catherine.
I know.
Ty Dillon, Hocefer, bad.
Oh,
Bad
Lord,
day
yes.
for Hocefer. Zane Smith, bad day.
Kyle
Larson
Busch.
and Kyle Busch. Sorry, guys. You bombed out at the old road course.
Right. The Kyle show didn't show up.
You made a run for the border, but it was the wrong border.
That's right. They could keep Kyle Busch down there.
Oh, man. I can't believe you said that.
Sorry, Bob, but
Your standings, Byron still holds serve. Larson, they hold. Bell, Elliott, Hamlin. That's a pretty strong top five.
it
buddy.
is right there.
And you've got the climbers, which is Bell and Elliott. Hamlin dropped one due to he was not in the car. That opened the door. Wow. And so it's and then you're at Pocono.
Yes.
Reddick, all these just stayed the same. Reddick, Blaney, Chastain, Logano, Bubba, Briscoe. Bowman did climb one. Busher dropped 4. Not good. Priest, Cindric, also a little arrow up, a little climb there. And then McDowell, Dinger, and you can see the rest of them there.
Kyle Busch dropped down.
Kyle Busch, yes. He was around 15th, wasn't he? So
Yes.
3 spots. That's right. 18th.
Josh Berry dropped down.
And I know he just can't get the consistency he needs. Stenhouse will say he got help to go down a spot. Eric Jones, Nemechek. There's just these guys are not in the mix.
No, they ain't.
And some of them may be looking for a job. Not many, but there could be a couple of these guys that are looking for a job. The schedule, as we say, Pocono,
Right.
2 p.m., the Great American Getaway 400 presented by VistaPA.com, or Visit, PA.com. And that is 160 laps, 400 miles.
Right.
Pocono is the triangle,
Yeah, the tricky triangle.
the tricky triangle. God, I'm not a fan, but we'll have to see what happens with it. And then we've got Atlanta, and then we'll reset the schedule for the next few.
Right.
That is a Saturday race. dude.
Yes, yes.
Why is that one a Saturday race?
It's they changed the name of the track to
It's the Quaker State 400.
right, but it's not Atlanta no more. They changed it to
Anyway,
I can't remember.
I didn't notice that before, so
Yes.
I'm catching me off guard. Anyway, they changed that to Saturday.
But from Nashville down, it's gonna be our TNT.
Yeah. So anyway, and also of a note, Dale Jr. is going to be crew chief.
Yes, tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening for his team, right?
Yes.
So
I think I might be wrong on this. Connor Zilich.
okay, I think you're right. And then there's your race winner, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Truckhouse Racing. Great job, man.
It was.
Great job. Got it done. At Mexico, also, they put the top 3 up there side by side.
Yeah, the podium racing.
That was a little different. Not used to seeing that.
No.
Bell was not happy.
No, he wasn't.
He had to stand there, but that's the way they do that. And you're a sportsman, and you do what you're supposed to do.
That's right.
Again, I did not update the power rankings. They weren't available when I updated this. I think that it probably didn't change a whole lot.
I think it stayed the same. Most of it stayed the same.
Most of it probably stayed the same.
That's what I'm thinking.
But that was your power rankings. We'll get that updated, and that's what we got. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, it is time for Dean's Notes. So just a quick little break, and then we'll be right back, and we'll get to Dean's Notes. Sound good?
Sound good to me.
All right, let's do a little W energy drink. We'll be right back. Hey, Southern Fried Podcast fans. This is Dave the AM for the Southern Fried Podcast. We want to advertise for W, who's got some special things going on. So are you tired of those energy drinks that you drink and they give you the jitters and the crashes that come from the typical drink? Look no further than W Energy Drink. It's a revolutionary new beverage that will keep you energized without any of those downsides. For a limited time, folks, W is offering an incredible 30% off on everything they sell. That's right. You can stock up on your favorite flavors and save big while enjoying the smooth, sustained energy that only W can provide. I'm a customer member, and I can testify to this. I love this drink. No shakes, no crashes. And if it can help my mental acuity, I'm happy too. Awesome. They have a unique formula that provides you a perfect balance of focus and vitality without any of those unpleasant side effects that we don't want. No more of those shaking hands, crashing you in the middle of the day. Just pure clean energy to help you tackle any challenge that comes your way. But don't wait too long. This 30% offer won't last forever. Go on over to W's website now and start shopping. Remember to smash that promo code Southern Fried into the area where they ask you to put that in there, and it'll help us as well. You're still going to get the 30%, but it'll let them know that you are supporting us, and so we appreciate it today. So try a W Energy drink and experience the difference for yourself. Your body and mind will thank you for making the switch to the energy drink that truly delivers on its promises. Don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity to save big and upgrade your energy game with W. Don't forget, use that promo code Southern Fried. All right, we are back. And again, we appreciate W Energy, and the show is brought to you tonight by Patriot Mobile. W Energy is going to be tonight sponsoring Dean's Notes. Dean, take it away, my friend. Let me get you pulled up here. I got to get this back. Oh, man, we crashed. Where did we go? There's that. We'll just put you on the screen. How about that?
Okay.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. I'm behind now, so work with me here.
It's okay.
Mexico, Adramo Hernandez Rodriguez. Hey, I done it.
Yes.
Give me a gold star for that. It's a road course, 2.67 miles, 85 laps, built in 1959.
Okay.
The chair lanes 150. NASCAR Cup Series first international race was 1958. Here's a little sidebar. Last week, you mentioned that race car driver that was killed.
Yes.
Scott Bloomquist, plane crashed at Eldor Speedway into a barn. Plane caught fire. Death was ruled a suicide.
Yeah, very sad. Very, very sad news.
It happened in Nashville, Tennessee area.
Yeah.
There's a little sidebar.
He had a lot of health problems, I think.
Yes.
It's very sad, though.
It was. Shane Van Gisbergen got the pole for Sunday. It's his second career pole. Denny Hamlin will miss Sunday's Cup Series due to the birth of his third baby, which was a boy.
Congrats to him.
Ryan Truex will drive the number 11 car. Connor Zinnich got the pole for Saturday Xfinity Series. NASCAR raced at Suzuka Circuit, Twin Racing in Japan in 96 and 98.
Okay.
1952, NASCAR raced at Niagara Falls on the Canadian side.
Cool.
Kyle Busch passed Scott Pruitt at Corona, Mexico, 200 in 2008. Travis Kroppel won stage 1 last week. Sammy Smith won stage 2. Daniel Suarez won the Saturday race.
He did.
And Sunday's Viva Mexico 250. 100 laps was Sunday, 3 p.m. Amazon Prime. Ryan Preece won stage 1. SVG won stage 2. SVG won Sunday, his second career win.
Which puts him in a good position for now the playoff. He's in, I guess. That would a win get you in, right?
Yes. Which I don't think that's right on a road course.
Yeah. So the question remains for these guys is can they win the regular tracks?
No.
The Suarez's, the SVGs.
No.
There's another guy floating out there. I can't think of his name. But they're traditionally road course guys.
Right.
And they do well. They mop up the field, but they cannot win on the big tracks or the
first
small tracks.
Race that SVG won was a Chicago street race.
Which makes sense, that he would win that one.
Right. But he can't win an over track.
Yeah. So I don't have any illusion that he's going to go far in the playoffs.
Right.
But a shout out to him that he made
Yeah.
it. I mean, I get it. He had to have this race.
He did.
Sick or not. In fact, he was due to be on the morning show and chose not to. He was so sick.
I saw that.
He made the right decision, which I've questioned some of these guys, and I know they like to race, but I've questioned some of these guys racing and some of these others because they've had injuries, and it's caused them to be sore and
Right.
not feeling well and you got to be ready for the Cup race. You've got to. That's your main gig.
It is
to be ready for that. So I don't understand that, but I get wanting to race, but it's amazing to me the owners would put up with that. So as we're in the second part of the season. I think you're going to start seeing some pressure being on some of the guys to get a win, do better, because they're being evaluated from now the rest of the season.
Yeah, they are.
Some of them, not all of them, whether they got a job for next year.
Well, rumor has it Bowman might be looking for a job.
That's true. Bowman is. They've talked about Hosever, although he's not the only one.
Right. Chase might be looking for a job.
That has also been rumored, which is shocking to me. But when you're racing for one of the top teams, the challenge is always there, and you either deliver or you don't.
Kyle Busch has got one year with RCR. So he might be looking for a job year after next.
I was down today at a little store in a small town, a little variety store, junk store, and they had some NASCAR hats. I didn't buy one; I started to, but they only had 2. And we talked about NASCAR having an identity problem.
Right? Yes. They
so,
do.
What 2 drivers do you think they had represented on? It's only 2. What 2 drivers do you think they had represented on their shelf?
Earnhardt Sr. and Junior.
They had Junior, did not have Senior, strangely enough, and they had Jeff Gordon.
I'm not surprised.
And the reason they do that is we know why, folks. It sells.
Yeah, yes, it does.
It sells. So I was like, hey, let's check the NASCAR hats out. I'll get me one. I was looking for just a generic NASCAR hat. I'm going to get one. But they had 2 different junior hats and 1 Jeff Gordon hat, and nothing else.
That's a trouble nowadays.
So
They're not representing the new drivers.
NASCAR has got to do a better job of this. Nobody knows who these guys are unless they're really invested in the sport. And I can tell you that and my wife likes racing. She doesn't watch it all the time, but she knows those guys. I bet you right now she couldn't name 1 race car driver on the track. She just does not stay close enough to it.
Right.
So you gotta market to people.
You got to.
She would at least need to recognize a driver that she think I would like and buy me one. Like if she was out and say, "Oh, I'll get this for my husband." She's not even doing that because she's not even recognizing.
Right.
And I went into another shop that has a wall of hats.
Right.
And I couldn't find 1 NASCAR hat. So I'm not saying that's everywhere. I'm just saying that is, they're selling what they put on the shelf, what is selling. And they had everything. I mean, they have military, they've got college sports, they've got, Southern Heritage, all this stuff.
Right.
Not 1 NASCAR hat in this place. And it's not sell. It doesn't sell. So
we don't live in a racing community.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta or Pennsylvania or.
You think maybe we should have the Chattanooga 200 or something,
That would be interesting.
Where would we race at, though? We don't have a racetrack.
True. I would say up toward Hickson.
TVA's old car testing area.
There you go.
Maybe we do like just 10 cars and we have a shootout.
Yes.
Call it the Nooga shootout or something like that. I'm saying that would be pretty cool. Of course, that's not going to be the Cup guys.
No.
But we could put them trucks out there.
Oh, yeah. Because we had Bowling Speedway.
Even better, put them up on 75 or 24 and have them try to get to the other side of town. That would be a great race in and of itself there.
We had Bowling Speedway. It's gone.
We did have Boys.
We had Cleveland. It's gone.
Yeah, there's a lot of those things that have dried up. So for as good as they've done, there's still a lot of work to do. I'm not digging at them. I'm just pointing things out that I've noticed as I've been out and I'm looking.
I have too.
It's not in my face to, hey, here's a hat, here's a shirt. It's not there.
The only thing.
Now, I didn't go to a traditional sports store, which I'm sure would have some of that. But I don't even know if there's a straight up NASCAR store anymore in this area.
There was up at the mall.
And there was in East Ridge. So in our area, it's really dried up.
It has.
And that tells you kind of what happened with the sport.
Right.
I want it to improve.
I do too.
I want that to happen. And I'm trying to promote it. We both are.
That's
and James is with this show in our area. We hope many more fans all across the country and world.
Yes.
But in our area also we'll get really into this.
Jump on the bandwagon with us.
Absolutely. And let's start something. I know there's a local show that does a 1 hour of racing a week, a sports show, and it's pretty well listened to. Right. But you can't have too much. I mean, so we're not competing with them.
No.
We just hope that they'll hopefully they thank you for the likeness, Jen. So let's look forward now. Pocono Sunday, 2 p.m. Right?
Yes.
This is I was thinking when I was watching Mexico, I was thinking, I think I picked Larson the top 3 if I remember right. I was like, well, okay, that stinks.
Right.
It was really hard to pick that race.
It was.
And I tried. I just figured that the great teams would rise to the occasion. It didn't happen.
It didn't.
So I bombed out. Pocono is a whole different kind of race.
Yes.
So what's your thoughts going into this weekend, and what do you see happening?
Well, I go work Sunday, so I gotta miss that race.
Okay. Going back to work, that's a good thing.
But I can take the highlights of it.
Okay. But who do you see?
Denny Hamlin coming up.
Denny Hamlin. It's not a bad pick. Who do you see as your top 3? Got Hamlin.
I'm going to say Larson and Kyle. No, not Kyle.
not Kyle Busch.
No.
Come on, Dean.
No.
Come on, Dean. I was fixing to take your temperature. You got a sickness or something going on.
I had Kyle Larson in my mind, but Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott.
Oh, you know what? I'll probably pay for this, but Larson, you're out. You're not top 3. You bombed out. I'm not going with Byron back. You won't be like in the back, but you're not top 5. I don't think in this race. I tell you what, I'm going to do. I'm going to give props because he showed me something. I'm going to go Bell number 1.
Okay.
If he could do that well in Mexico, Pocono should be a piece of cake for him. They're consistent. They're racing really well. I just got a feeling that he is going to be right there. I will give you. I do think that Chase is. They're starting to get it together.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put him number 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw another wild card out there just a little bit. I'm going to go Chastain because I think he also showed me something that he has more staying power than just one race. And it's an odd selection for me, but I'm going Bell. I'll go Chase, and I'll go Chastain.
Who's your dark horse?
My dark horse, believe it or not, I know I shouldn't pick him, but I'm going to do it because he's also sort of been laboring around, and I do think they're really putting some things together, and it's just a weird kind of race, and I'm going to go Bubba Wallace as my dark horse.
My dark horse will be John Hunter Nemechek.
Okay. Wow. That's pretty dark horse right there.
Yeah.
So,
Ken, I need a pick from you.
we'll get Ken to pop his in the chat. If anybody else would like to pop theirs in, please do. We just having fun with it.
Mom's still in podcast jail.
She's on podcast jail. No, we sprung her out. She's been bailed out with ankle monitor.
I gave her I tried to give her a Monopoly card, get out of jail free.
Oh my goodness. So, the legend. All right, here we go. Ken, Larson, Bell, SVG.
Oh!
That's not a bad pick because Pocono's a weird race. And he is racing really well.
Yeah.
He gave Bell props. I know Larson can do it.
Yes.
I'm not up on him right now.
SVG.
That's
That's a good pick.
that shocked me. I was like,
Yeah.
What's that? I almost didn't recognize it. I wasn't expecting that. I thought, Larson Bell. What? Hey, I love it.
I do too. That's a good pick.
This is a different kind of race.
Right.
The triangle.
Yeah.
NASCARs ain't supposed to go in a triangle. Do you know the top speed at Pocono? It's a long track. They build up on that one stretch. It's pretty fast.
I might have it in my notes.
Okay.
For next week.
It is a pretty. Now you got to slow down for them tricky corners, but it actually has a pretty long straightaway on that one.
Yes.
And they build up some pretty good speed there. I just don't remember what it is because honestly, I hate this racetrack, and I will watch it begrudgingly only because I want to see who wins and for the stories that I'll get out of it for the show. But I can't stand the racetrack. I'm just being honest. I don't like it. It's historical. It's tradition. I get it. I just don't care. Ken says 160. 160. That's not bad.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
160.
Pit road speed is 70.
Wow. That's crazy.
No. Sorry. Caution speed is 70.
Okay, caution speed. I was going to say, oh, man, they're rocking down the pit. Get out of the way. You caught me off guard. I'm like, 70? Screeching in, knocking pit crews out of the way. Wow. I think the drivers would love it.
I would love it.
You tell me them guys wouldn't come in there screeching up at 70 miles an hour? They'd have to start 7 pit stalls back. Just sliding in.
Oh, God.
That's killer, man. You totally caught me off guard. I'm like,
Yeah. Caught me
how long is this pit road?
What? Live TV, folks. No.
Oh, it's great. We roll with it, but I should know the answers. But I'll do better. It's my own bias. I've never liked this racetrack. I'll be honest with you. I like Pocono less than I like road courses.
Really?
I can't stand this racetrack.
I just don't get. I mean, I watch them, but when it comes to road course,
And I'm going to tell you why I hate it. Back in the day when I used to have to work a lot of weekends at the plant, I'd listen to the race on the radio. We always did. All the guys, and we a lot of us were race fans. And some of the terminology they had for that track, it would just grate on me. I just like, oh, I don't even know if they still say that. They've got some odd terms for some of the.
Yes.
What is it? Tunnel turn?
There's a turn at Pocono.
Yeah.
They got the dog leg,
The dog leg.
the chicane,
They listen-
the carousel.
Exactly. And I would be listening to the race. I'd be like, this is driving me nuts. I just want to hear about a car going 200 miles an hour around a track. It's my own personal bias.
Right.
I just don't. I'm going to try to do better. I am going to try to do better.
But when you get to the Charlotte Roval in October, you got to hear the chicane, which is the straightaway.
I hate those terms.
You got to hear the dog leg. You can hear the carousel.
I hate these names. I'm sorry. It just drives me crazy. So, and this is the last race for Amazon, or are they done?
Yes, this is the last one.
The last race for Amazon.
Right.
Props to them. They've done a good job.
Yeah, I liked it.
I've got no complaints. And I didn't think they would do bad. I just wondered it being new for them. They've been doing some sports, but new for them doing this NASCAR. I was wondering about that, at least on the big track. But kudos, Amazon.
Right.
Salute. You did a great job.
Yes. I liked it. I liked it as good as I do Fox.
The features were done.
Oh yes.
The people they had involved
Yes.
really liked them. I think they've handled it really well. So, any last thoughts, Dean, before we get out of here? We got a couple of minutes left. Anything we didn't cover that you wanted to say? Y'all pray for our friend here,
Yes.
D-Prim, that came in. He's doing the street racing.
Oh yes.
I'm going to see if his video come in. I don't see it yet.
Uh-huh.
I don't see it yet. He might not have got the spelling right. If it comes back to him, maybe he'll contact me back and resend it. Of course, it could just come in late. I mean, sometimes those kind of things can come in really, really late.
Right.
But folks, that's our show for this week. We'll be back, I guess, Tuesday.
Uh-huh. And I don't see Kyle Busch coming in this race.
Kyle Busch.
I gotta throw his name in there.
If Busch ever wins, you're going to hear about it so much at home.
Oh yeah.
There'll be a shrine in the front yard,
You're right. There will be.
and it'll have a sign that says, "Dean, check this out."
Yeah, they will.
Enough said.
Yeah.
I don't mean shrine as in like worship, but it'll be the
Right. Oh yeah.
the Kyle Busch
Right.
statue, and every time you go home, you'll have to walk by it and go,
I know it.
I was
know it.
wrong. That's the day I stuck my foot in my mouth,
Yeah.
and mom let me hear about it forevermore.
Oh, she will. She will.
It's been good to have Dean
Yes.
here, Ken, and everybody in the chat.
Thanks, folks.
Y'all have a great evening. We'll go out with some music, and hopefully next time we'll get Rumble Studio up. We will. Those things happen every once in a while. So we're out. Thank you. Salute. Fist bump. James, we missed you.
Yeah, we
I know
did.
you're working, and it's good for a man to work, so we appreciate you. He'll be back with us soon, and also for the sports show, which next week for that will probably be Friday.
Let's see. I work.
It'll be Friday.
I work this Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah.
so it might be Monday or Tuesday. I
Yeah,
guess.
we could do one of those nights, or it'll be Friday. So
Right.
we'll figure it out, folks.
Okay, yeah.
We can do this.
Right. Yes.
See you soon.
See ya.
Dave and Dean roar each week, spin the wheels, engines speak. Tracks of fire, dust and smoke, southern skies, the throttles choke. Fast and fierce, racing souls, tearing through the endless cold. Twisting metal, thunder growls, screams of tires, dirt that scowls. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Modes of fury track, each corner fight, ain't turning back. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern Pride racing hours here. Fuel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed. Southern Pride racing breed. Southern Pride racing hours here. Fuel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed. Southern Pride racing breed. Yeah!